From the outside, the reign of King Charles III might seem dignified and proper, the regal figure of an ancient institution. But behind closed doors, Charles is struggling with his own mortality in ways no royal would care to admit. Publicly, health concerns that once seemed mere rumours have now become an open secret within royal circles. Yesterday at Windsor Castle, the monarch has drawn a clear line in the royal sand, delivering a moving tribute to the Prince and Princess of Wales, while notably omitting any mention of his younger son, Prince Harry. For many royal observers, his remarks signalled a final act in the long-running drama between the House of Windsor and the Duke of Sussex. The king's warm words drew a direct line from the Norman founder of Windsor Castle to the current heir, emphasising the unbroken tradition of royal residence in Berkshire. Despite Prince Harry's recent remarks expressing his desire for reconciliation with his family, there was no hint of a public olive branch from the monarch. Instead, the king's comments focused solely on William, Catherine, and their life at Windsor. The Prince and Princess of Wales moved to Adelaide Cottage in Windsor Great Park in 2022, choosing the residence for its privacy and proximity to the Berkshire countryside. King Charles, whose public appearances have become increasingly rare, has been struggling more than his previously buoyant nature. Now often appears tired, as if the burden of the throne were far heavier than anyone had anticipated. Doctors close to the king have quietly raised alarms about his physical well-being, although no one dares to speak the full truth. Fainting spells, dizziness, and sudden bouts of exhaustion have been reported as worrying signs, leading many to wonder how much longer Charles can continue in his current capacity. Prince William, who was previously simply the obedient heir apparent, now finds himself thrust into the role of de facto monarch in all but name. He is expected to fulfill royal duties that were previously considered Charles's prerogative. This shift in power is not just political, it is personal. Prince William recently played a big role in the French state visit to the UK yesterday as he stepped out to support his father. And during his speech, His Majesty made a warm reference to his eldest son and daughter-in-law's living situation at Windsor. From here, William and Catherine travelled with the French couple to Windsor, where they were then greeted by the monarch and his wife, just a stone's throw from Windsor Castle. While this may be a formal occasion, the couples could not help but exchange in some friendly chit-chat, with William even seen cheekily correcting his father during one quick conversation. On the dais, where the royals and their French guests gathered before taking a carriage procession to Windsor, President Macron could not help but comment on William's impressive height. Lip reader Nicola Hickling told that the French president said he is incredibly tall. This prompted the king to then reportedly say, "He's very tall, he's 6'1", he is ever so." However, it is believed the king did not quite get his facts right, which saw him get corrected by William. The prince told his father with a grin, "Actually, I'm 6'3". When the royal family's estranged spare flew in to attend Charles's coronation in 2023, he was allegedly subjected to the same disdain and aloofness that preceded his decision to leave the palace behind. The coronation ceremony meant being there for his father, as doing the opposite would attract ridicule for the duke, but braving it served as a reminder of what he survived while living with his family. Allegedly, as per lip reader Jeremy Freeman's assertion, the palpable tension drove Harry to confide in Prince Eugene's husband, Jack Brooksbank, that he is fed up with the way they treat me. He further adds that Charles and William don't care. After Brooksbank, a non-royal, wondered out loud how being a royal is not a quiet life. Whether this really happened will probably never be confirmed, but Harry did keep his distance from his family after this. The only time he met Charles was in February 2024, that too in a brief private meeting upon learning his father was suffering from cancer and undergoing treatment. His several visits to the UK for the Invictus Games and his court trials did not include any visits to the palace or the king making any attempts to meet his son. As for interacting with Prince William, Harry was indeed present at the funeral of their uncle, Lord Robert Fellowes, in September 2024, which his brother attended as well, but the two reportedly did not interact or even sit close to each other, instead choosing to maintain the usual geographical distance between them emotionally. In fact, in order to avoid any potential tension or drama, Harry opted not to attend the wedding of Hugh Grosvenor, the Duke of Westminster, though William was present to serve as an usher. As of 2025, despite the numerous tabloid reports of Harry wanting to dig his way back to the royal family and Charles allegedly being desperate to get his youngest son back, there have been no official attempts made to break the frigid iciness that has taken over their relationship. Prince Harry has always projected an image of strength, but behind the scenes he has faced personal battles that have surprised many. Could his struggles with mental health, such as agoraphobia and panic attacks, be influencing rumors about leaving the US? He shared a particularly tough moment when his brother, Prince William, laughed at his distress after a difficult speech.